Oh man, I'm talking to myself. No, I forgot that I was talking to myself. I don't wonder how long I was doing that. No Mike today, but we might have Brian. Brian should be joining us at some point. Um, did you guys hear anything? Was I talking about my trade to myself? Could have been. I'm out of it now. Oh man, I'm talking to myself. No, I forgot that I was talking to myself. I don't wonder how long. Anyways, um, Mountain Pass NCLH. Well, let's take a look here. Potentially, it's not quite high of day, but it's close. We're sort of running out of daylight for mountain passes to work. We'll have to see what it does here in a couple of pennies. If it goes over the high that it's set here at 22.49, then I would say the trade is off. I don't have a level here, so I don't see any particular significance to this area. Yeah, on NCLH. So I'm not sure what to make of that. Watching Bubba here just to see what it does now that it's set a new high. John should be happy. It's still moving up for him. I got my little partial and then got stopped out. Let's put it up here, NCLH. CLH is just about to, did it printed? It printed higher at 22.50. It's moving a little slow here. Oh yeah, I gotta share the screen. Sorry guys. One sec. Forgot that I wasn't doing that. There you go. Okay. I don't have a lot of faith NCLH is going to do anything in either direction in the next 25 minutes. It's not moving much. It's not looking great. What's my buddy Bubba doing? Still moving up for John. That's good, I guess. It is moving really slow one way or the other. If this was earlier in the day, I would probably take the chance and try a mountain pass on this with a 5-cent stop, just to see if it drops. Might be worth trying. I don't know. It just moved a couple of cents here. Seeing size on the ask though. Yeah, I'm a little conflicted about what NCLH actually means right now. Man, AMD is terrible this afternoon. Not doing much of anything. Microsoft not doing much. Apple also just sort of hanging around here. Yeah, we got a quiet afternoon. Not a surprise. I think we should expect the markets to be relatively quiet going into this U.S. long weekend. Well, sort of long weekend. Thanksgiving week, anyways. Just means a day, you know, it means that Thursday I just don't know what to do with myself. To me. No big events going on here. Here in Canada, we already had our Thanksgiving. Baba was a mini lightning bolt. I should have taken Apple. I just clicked on it too late. Watch Thor's mentor videos. I've seen them. I get some reading done. I've got lots of reading to catch up on. Some board work. You know, I got lots of stuff to do. No, I don't trade Gem, the TSX. I find that the price action is not, it's not good for trading. If you want to invest, if you want to like longer term buy and hold, then fine. But no, it's not a good trading market. I decided to take a little bit to try this trade on NCLH. Whoever pointed it out, it was hesitating long enough. I thought, what the heck? Risk to reward is pretty good. Oh, look at this. It's moving now. I only have 5 cents on the trade so far, but it's already at the 50 moving average. Right, so what the heck? Let me take a tiny little bit off the trade. Let me show you here. Obviously, I'm hoping for a much bigger move. Hey, but I've covered my costs, so the trade won't cost me anything. Apple's bouncing. Markets are bouncing here. That might not be good for me. NCLH daily chart is weird. Very strange. Look at the daily chart at NCLH here. You don't normally see a gap. I need my pen. Where's my pen? You don't normally see a gap up like you have here, and then another gap here, and then a third gap here. We've got this thing that just keeps gapping upwards. It's strikes me as a little bit unusual. What do we got? 19 minutes, 18 and a half minutes left. Whoops. think I'm going to take a quick scalp short here on Apple as well. See the market's moving down. Apple hopefully will move down. I'm not going to give it any room here though. I don't want to get jammed if it decides to run up. Yeah, like this. Okay, stop to break even on Apple. Just get out of that. See the market shooting up, so NCLH, which was looking good. I did not get a lower partial because I was looking at Apple. Moving back up to me. Stop is up at break even, 22.48. Why am I looking at these? All right. Oh, AMD. Should have stuck with my buddy AMD. Didn't expect that move though. Especially not with volume coming in. AMD dropping with volume. You can see here it's oops. Got some volume candles here and here, and it's still dropping through that. AMD, yeah. Sorry, I just flipped down to the comments. I just saw that. Thanks, Brian. Mick, my entry on NCLH, you were asking? I think I just mentioned it. You might have asked before I mentioned it, but it was, it is 22.48. Sort of 22.47.893. Don't ask me. All right. Oh, Mick, you're in the same? Really? All right. Good for you. Were you the one that originally pointed out NCLH? If you were, then thank you. I wasn't sure about it, but that's why you wait for the setup. Once the setup looked okay. I mean, it doesn't look like we're going to get much of a big trade out of this. But we might get something decent. Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath for that. It's got a long way to go to get the VWAP based on how it's been moving. And not a lot of time to do it. Market's moving up right now. Let's go back and check on Bubba. What's it up to? Ugh, it did break off of that high. I should have tried a short again on Bubba. Got distracted here. I like my shorts. I do like my short trades. Do not like the direction NCLH is going here. RJ, it was a mountain pass strategy. It made the same top, you know, twice. I said it broke it by a penny, but it didn't actually break the 2250 level, so I wasn't that worried about it. Being the risk to reward was so tight. I mean, I've got this with 5 cents that allows for slippage as well. So, you know, like it seemed like a good. Sometimes I take it just because, again, the risk to reward is so good that if it moves even remotely in your direction, you can't help but to be able to make some money and get a partial. And of course, it may never move in your direction. You may not get that opportunity, but when it does, it means that, you know, it doesn't have to go very far for you to be able to capitalize on some profit. So we're hanging out here just below my break even. Hoping it doesn't get there. Bubba's moving back up. Apple hit a short-term top here. My buddy AMD. Well, there's my 1 minute warning until we have 10 minutes left in the market today. I thought his appointment was this morning, Brian, because that's why I had to leave early. That's one long dentist appointment if he's still there. No wonder he doesn't like going to the dentist. All right, sometimes when we hit the 10 minutes too, we get the closing out of accounts. We'll see if it causes NCLH to jump here. I'm watching, let me flip over to Apple on my other screen, see if Apple gets a pop here in 20 seconds. Joe, I don't know if it's common that new traders like shorts versus longs. I think it depends on how you see the market. I used to be a long bias trader, and then I had a bunch of success on my short trades, and I sort of, you know, got to like them a lot. So anyways, here we are at the 10-minute mark. NCLH doesn't seem to care at all. Apple did move down, though, on that. CLH just a penny away from stopping me. Just a penny away. Man, this is not really a fun trade to close the day out on. It's not going to be getting me my money back unless it really moves significantly downwards. Andrea, sorry, I just saw your note. Might be a little late to ask the Magic 8 Ball now. Bubba up to? Bubba is just moving up and down here. Got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes in the markets. Might use that to take the opportunity to remind you guys, all our lifetime members, don't forget, Eamon's doing his How to Trade Momentum webinar tonight. It's early, so remember, it's at 5 o'clock, so it's just an hour after the market closes, or an hour and 7 minutes from now. So 5 o'clock, that'll be in the webinar room. If you have any trouble accessing the webinar room, we might move it here, but so far, so good. Things are working well. Let me just double check that. Website is functional and looking good, so expect that to be in the webinar room. So again, 5 o'clock, right? Just over an hour from now, that'll be happening. Next week, we've got our own John, Mr. Hiltz, that will be doing quantitatively measuring strategy success. So I'm looking forward to that one. He is a numbers guy, so he's going to talk to us about his quantitative measures and how he measures success. And then we do not have a psychology webinar this week with the U.S. holiday, but next week, Dr. Kenneth Reed will be back talking to us about trend following, the trader's friend. So I'll be interested to see him approach this. He is a trader himself as well as a psychologist, and his sessions are always very interesting. Last time he talked about a bunch of psychology elements as well as supplements you can use as an aging trader, and I know I took note of that, although I'll admit I have not taken action on it yet, but I don't even take aspirin for a headache, but vitamins, I could consider. So anyways, but it was an interesting session and some valuable information in that, but this one should be interesting. Again, keep in mind, that's next Wednesday, December the 2nd. Oh my God, is it December next week? Heaven forbid. All right, well, next week, December 2nd at 8 p.m. I don't have a trade of the day today, so we don't have one to review. But I did want to remind everybody that we do have our Black Friday 40% off deal. 40% is a great deal. If you want 40% off the one-time payment option for our membership, sign up now. And if you do, you'd even be able to attend the webinar at 5 o'clock. So join in quick and take advantage of that. As a lifetime member, you get access to all of our material, all of the training material, all the webinars, all the coaching, all the psychology, our in-house psychologists, as well as the mentoring work sessions that we have. So consider joining us as a lifetime member. If you haven't, it's well worth the price. I'm stopped out of NCLH, unfortunately. Just hit my stop and stop me out. But hopefully, anyways, you would consider joining us. We'd love to see you in the room and have us join here. Rajesh, if you want to submit for the trade of the day, look in the room at the room drive, which is at the top of the room. You can just click on there, and then in that drive, it has the full instructions on how you take advantage of that. So let me just show you. Oh, we got rooms going into Affinity, but what I want to show you is right up here, the room drive right here. Click on that, and it'll give you access to the file where you can learn how to submit for the trade of the day. All right. So there's our announcements for now. Don't forget, with the holiday, it is a normal trading day, normal trading hours tomorrow, which means the markets will be open regular time. Thursday, markets are closed completely, so they're closed altogether. And Friday, the markets are only open until 1. So your expectation for tomorrow should be relatively light volume, a little bit of choppy action. Who knows, which means that it could chop up and down and do nothing, or we could get big moves because you may not have a lot of resistance to those moves happening. You never know. Friday normally is a pretty quiet day. Not a lot of movement. You get some open activity and then dead through to 1 o'clock when the markets close. So again, you never know. You don't know what to expect, but that's normally what occurs. So on that basis, judge your time. If you want to spend time doing other things, the rest of this week might be a good time to do that. So No, Sniper, the site should be up and operational. And I know it's been frustrating for everybody with the issues we've had on our website. I can assure you the team is working on it. There's a lot more work than expected to do the migration and to do the fit-ups as expected, right? You remember hearing Andrew and Norm like, don't worry, it'll be done, over this weekend. And then we struggled with some unexpected issues. I've been in IT. My career was spent in IT, and I can tell you it never goes as smoothly as you expect. And even with your contingency plans, there's always seems to be a way that it just doesn't work appropriately, and then your back out plans don't work to back out properly. Anyways, so we're sorry for that. We apologize. Let us assure you we'll make it up to you. I mean, we know that there's a lot of value here, so thank you for sticking with us. We love having you in the room. We like having fun, right? A little bit of music in the afternoons, a little bit of activity. We'll play the full version of the song of the day after the close. I can't put that up on YouTube. I don't have licensing rights to it, but once we close out YouTube, we'll give you your music. Frank, it certainly does, doesn't it? NCLH is back up at 2250. We'll see if it can break that before the close. Just over a minute left into the close here. John has kindly posted what we can expect for earnings. A couple of companies whose logos I can't even read. Not much happening after the close today. We got Dell. We've got Snap, it looks like. The Gap, I mean. HP. None of those are real big traders. So I'm not too excited about anything on the earnings front. American Eagle, Dell is only at 425 when they're supposed to announce. The Gap at 415. Yeah, we're probably not going to stick around for any of these. PSTG, Pure Storage, has their earnings. They sometimes that's interesting, but we don't often trade them, but occasionally we do. When do they? Right at 4 o'clock. So we might take a look at them, since it's coming up in any moment here. The closing bell is about to happen. There you go. There's the bell. Oh, Sniper, I lost your message there. But just a reminder, if you're asking about that that code, it's Black Friday 40. Discount code Black Friday 40. Use that promo code. $30 early. Why so early, Master Chief? I could, I guess, yeah. We could make that dream happen. I like making people's dreams come true. Just to make sure you're able to get into it. All right, that's fair. That is fair with the challenges we have had. All right. Well, that's something I want to do. All right, so we had PSTG, Pure Storage, which is supposed to announce. I don't see them announcing yet. In the room, we have our Benzinga news feed. If you don't use it, you can call up the Benzinga news feed. It's a free feature in the room that gives you immediate access to news headlines, as well as the Squawk feature. Right here, you can turn Squawk on, and then it'll give you live voice, right? That'll
bring a dividend for the rest of this year.
There he is. But we'll just mute him for now. Better yet, let me put him in my ear. But yeah, once the news,
MESA and
American
AAL
Eagle Outfitters has announced, you can see that they missed their numbers. They missed their earnings. Looks like they were in line with their sales estimate, so not a big change there. Let's take a look at American Eagle. It's we'll just move this out of the way for the moment. Look, it's moving down here. You can see that. So let's throw American Eagle. We got PSTG. We got HPQ. We had Dell. These are all the ones that we're reporting. So American Eagle is down. Pretty low volume though. You can see really low volume bars here, so not a lot going on. PSTG doesn't look like they've got anything going on. No announcements yet. It is a nicey stock. New York Stock Exchange stocks don't tend to move as nicely after the close, so Hewlett Packard not doing much. I guess they're just called HP nowadays, right? I don't know. And Dell. Raven, we are happy to be of assistance. I'm glad we could help. For those out on YouTube, let me just see if there's any questions here. Bubba broke out. I didn't check that before the close. Let's see here. Oh, right at the close, it broke over, didn't it? Over 280. Look at that. Huh. Okay, well, John, hopefully John got some good final share partials is what I'm trying to say. Final partials on that. All right. With that, for those on YouTube, thanks so much for joining us. Pound the like button if you like what you saw. Give us suggestions. You can always send it to me or any one of the moderators. We're here and love your feedback. So don't be afraid to reach out if we can help in any way. There's my email posted on YouTube. Happy to support you if you've got any suggestions, feedback, what we can do differently. Don't forget to tune in for the pre-market show with Carlos and Norm. They're on every morning at 8:30 a.m. And that's something I listen to religiously so that I can hear their perspectives on the market. I've got my own, but it's always good to have another point of view. HP is moving a little bit here, but anyways. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning. If you're in the room, hopefully we will see you in the room tomorrow for a little bit of trading before things get quiet. And don't forget that webinar, a little less than an hour now. Room will be opening in less than 30 minutes at Hugo's request, so we're happy to accommodate. I will try and remember to do that to schedule. So thanks a lot.